Hey folks, I'm Papa Boris, and I don't know what the deal is. A while ago, I played a demo of a small numbers auto-battling roguelike called Master of Peace, and now we have another one, Holder of Place. I don't know where the conclave was, where the developers got together and decided that small number auto-battling roguelikes should have blanker of blank. That's sort of weirdly ungrammatical, but anyway, this one's a pretty good one. It's kind of like Hearthstone Battlegrounds a little bit, but it's very stylish and fun. I don't know if I would like buy the whole game, but I did want to spotlight the demo to give this game a little bit of attention. So let's go ahead and kick things off here. At the beginning of the run, you get to choose a character. This guy is like a weird one. At the start of combat, get 1 faith for each moth, and support followers are replaced with moths. We'll just pick a normal guy here, just no abilities. The red number is the attack, the left number is the attack, the right number is the health. We'll recruit him. So we got 1 follower. We have a limit of 5 followers. Then you plumb the depths of this place. Here we're fighting against another 1-3, which is similar to us with no abilities. Luckily, in this game, you always attack first, so that's quite important here, because it means that you are going to win. I'll set the speed to 2x here for the first couple. And then we keep going. So the way it works is that combats are interchanged with recruitment at encampments. You recruit things with faith, which is the currency. I believe you are never offered something that you cannot afford. So if you want to get better stuff, you need to like save up your faith and not buy something. When you click on something, you have the option to recruit it or lock it, which will guarantee that it appears next time. And you can only recruit 1 thing. So we have a guy that gives 2 faith when dying, a guy that has a lot of health but no attack and can't attack even if you give him attack, and then a guy that gives you 1 faith at the start of combat. So it's kind of like this one and this one are very similar. You get more faith from this guy, but he has to die, whereas this guy, you get less faith, but you're guaranteed to get it. Plus you have to pay an extra faith for this one. We'll go ahead and get that guy. I'm gonna lock this one, because I might want to just get both eventually, but let's go ahead and recruit him. Now, an important difference between this game and Hearthstone Battlegrounds is that the attacks are not random. You always go from left to right. So the way it works is that all of your people go and attack, then all of the enemy people attack, and everybody always attacks the leftmost person available. So you can actually theoretically calculate everything, you know, down to the minute outcome, because everything is totally deterministic. Not everything. There are some random damage effects, but as far as the actual attacking goes, everything is deterministic. So you can actually calculate that you're going to win this, and this guy is going to die before you win. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the combat. I want him on the left, by the way, because I want him to die, so I get the 2 faith from him dying. You also get a faith for every enemy you kill, so encounters that have more enemies give you more faith. All right, here we have a guy that gets extra damage after attacking, and then more of these guys that generate faith. In the early game, +1 attack is a really, really big deal. So I'm gonna get this guy. We're gonna pass on some economy. Maybe I'll lock another one of these guys. Instead, you can only lock 1 thing, and we're gonna recruit this guy. Now you might say, well, Boris, maybe you get this guy later when you really need him, because if you don't buy one of these guys first, then you know, you miss out on the chance to generate faith. And that's a fair point, maybe that is correct. The important thing is that this guy needs to be on the rightmost side. You want him to be attacked last so that he has the most opportunity to get attacks in to raise his attacks. Now, and notice in these early fights, you're gonna win no matter what you got, because when all the stats are the same between your team and the enemy team, you know, you are gonna win no matter what. So maybe if I had bought a guy who generates faith, I would have an extra faith now and I would be in better shape. Okay, so here we've got another one of these guys that I locked. This guy, who's considered to be adjacent to everybody. And then this is a support thing. So it takes up one of your follower capacities, but doesn't actually do anything. This makes us a start of combat effects triggered twice for adjacent followers. That's nifty and all, but we're just gonna get this guy. He's considered adjacent to everything, and more importantly for now, he has an attack of 2. In the early game, that's very convenient. And maybe later on we'll get some adjacent effects. Now we have a couple of enemies that have 4 health. That really shouldn't matter very much. I'm not gonna calculate precisely. There will probably be some, like, you know, overkills happening, but I don't mind. So So the game obviously starts off easy. There's also, you know, new game plus mechanics. I don't know how that would work because everything is so precisely calibrated in these early levels. I don't know how it works. If like anything was harder, you'd be losing. I guess we will mention core health. So you have 5 core health. If you lose a combat, you lose 1 core health, and if you run out of core health, you die. So maybe you just have to lose some core health on higher difficulty levels. I'm not sure. All right, so we have an event here. In addition to a recruitment, we get a choice. The next person you recruit either gets +1 damage, or the next person you recruit gets +2 health. We'll go for the damage. Obviously, health is more, but I like to be aggressive. And, you know, if I lose, then who cares? All right, we've got that guy who I locked in. Maybe I should stop locking him. This is the adjacent followers start of combat effects triggered twice. All right, this is an additional trait. So the way it works is that some characters have traits. For example, this guy has the trait that after each attack, he gets +1 damage. Now, everyone can also get one additional trait, which comes from these invocations, which, like, adds on to one of your followers and can go on top of the traits they already have. This one gives us a 1/2 tentacle at the start of combat. This one makes it so at the start of combat, it dies and distributes its stats among other followers until the end of combat. That's just interesting, so I could make this guy die and give everybody spread among my team an extra attack and 3 health. I'm not sure that that's actually worth it. Here, what I think I might do is get this thing. And I know that there's some stuff later that has synergy with summons. I'm just going to try it. I'm also going to stop locking that thing. This is just really, really cheap. It lets me maybe save up some faith. And yeah, you know, I'll just save up the faith, maybe get something nice next time. We're gonna put it on this guy. The reason for that is that I'm not that attached to, or I don't want to like put that on one of these guys because I might keep them around longer and like make them part of my team, whereas I might eventually just stop caring about this guy. Oh, so the summon happens to the right. Interesting. Okay. So I'm getting 2 extra faith every combat from this first character dying. Maybe, you know, if I bought another one of those faith generators, I would be generating more faith every time, and then I would be in better shape. I could buy more stuff, or buy better stuff, because I'd have more expensive things offered to me. Like, instead of this guy who gets 1 extra attack, maybe I would be getting extra faith. All right, we're getting some more expensive stuff here. Upon death, summon 2 1/1 swarms of bees. This follower can attack an extra time. That guy's pretty good. Being able to attack twice is kind of nifty. When recruited, everybody gets an extra health, or their attack damage is always equal to their health. So we could, you know, potentially do some synergy with buffing this guy's health and then make them, you know, hit really hard because of their extra health. Let's try summons. I don't know if this is correct or not, but we're going to give it a shot. So we summon this guy. I want him to make some, I want him to die earlier. So I'll put him here, but I still want to make sure that this guy dies. All right, every now and then you get to a hunt. There's actually a marker here that tells you like when the hunt is coming. And the hunt is basically like a hard encounter. And if you win, then you actually get an extra follower capacity. So you can actually have an extra follower. You also get a choice of getting 10 faith, which could be potentially interesting because, of course, more faith means you can get better things. The Hobgoblin, very simple enemy. After every attack, it gains +1 attack damage, and there's a bunch of health to chew through. So we're going to see if my Templar over here can get big enough to kill that thing before everyone dies. This guy's ability is not actually doing anything, so I'm just summoning some stuff. Okay, so it looks like the summons do not take up your follower capacity, which is good to know. Oh, and summoning to the right is good, because I guess that means that it immediately attacks a turn that it's summoned. Okay, now this guy's gonna die. He's gonna summon some bees for me, which I'm pretty fine with. Yeah, you know, I like the summoning stuff. Okay, worked out pretty well. This guy got pretty big by the end, at least for this part of the game. So notice now I can get 10 faith, which is a lot of faith. Maybe I get something really exciting, or I'll get a follower capacity. We'll go ahead and get the follower capacity. I don't know. Maybe 10 faith is better. There is a cap. You can only hold up to 20 faith, so you have to be a little bit careful with the faith stuff. All right, what do we got? After surviving combat, give a random follower +1 health permanently. At the start of combat, gain 2 faith for each support. Well, currently I don't have any. After each attack, give adjacent followers 1 health until end of combat. Now, this guy over here is considered adjacent to everybody. And then after taking damage, get +1 faith. Oh, man. Well, you know what? Let's do that. Let's get a little bit of faith generation. So this guy, my bee man, who I want to have die anyway. Let's get some more faith going. Let's try to get to those higher faith numbers and maybe get some fancier stuff. Because there are things that cost like 17 faith and stuff. Obviously, I could just skip. Maybe the correct thing is to just not buy things sometimes. And perhaps that's what I really should do to try to get some synergies with my summoning thing that I've got going on. Okay, so now that we got these enemies with 7 health and 2 attack, we're really kind of getting down to the wire here. All right, can I resist the urge to buy something and save up, or am I just gonna plonk down the faith? At the start of combat, gain 2 faith if everyone's unique. Die and distribute your stats. Give adjacent followers +1/+1 until end of combat. Well, that seems pretty good. After each attack, gain +1/+1 until end of combat. Oh, that would be good if it had if I had that guy that attacks twice. Unfortunately, I do not. Well, why don't we do this? This is cheap. And this guy is considered adjacent to everybody. So let's invoke that. Unfortunately, these guys already have a thing on them. So let's do it like this. We'll, I guess. No, I want him to get the bonus, right? Let's put it on my guy that has no bonuses. And I guess I need to stick him to maximize the benefits. I still want this guy at the very end. Okay, I'll stick him here. I hope my B-man still ends up dying. Actually, you know what? Why don't I put my B-man on the front there and let him do it like this? Hopefully this guy will still die. I had all these people die. So hopefully this guy will still die to give me my 2 faith. And then this, and this all get the +1. Oh wait, no, but I want the Templar to get +1 attack damage. Right, so what I should do is just have it like this. Yeah, this guy's adjacent to everybody. The problem with having him be here, right, maybe it's like this. So he's at the back to get the +1/+1. You get +1/+1, and you get +1/+1. And then what are you after taking damage gain? Oh, so you really want the extra health, actually. Maybe like that. Okay, so you all get +1/+1 at the beginning of combat. You die, give me 2 faith. You give me faith when you get hit. And when you die, you give me 2 Bs. Let's try it. Okay, there's my 2 faith. There's 1 faith. There's another faith. I got a lot of faith that time. Okay, things are good. We got some room to work with there. We're up to 17 faith. Oh boy, I hope we get something really exciting. Spend all that faith on. This guy ended up getting hit a bunch of times. We have a thing. Remove the diligent beekeeper and randomly distribute their health among others. Or get 3 faith. What are you? Death, summon 2/1/1 swarms of bees. I paid 10 faith for it. Nah, let's just get 3 faith. That gets me up to 20. And let's hope I can buy something really expensive here. 20 is your cap, so I need to spend it to make sure I don't waste my faith. All right, there's 18. What are you? Follower can have up to 4 additional traits. You know what? That's probably what it's gonna be. Yup. That's also an interesting one. And oh, there's an 18 over here. What is this? After surviving combat, gain +1/+1 permanently. Oh man, that's interesting. So if you don't die in the combat, you get an extra +1/+1 forever. That's very tempting. But I want this guy. He's a 4/7. Actually, you know what? Let me lock this. Then even if I don't get up to 18 faith, it's still here, and I can maybe get it later. Although, the later you get it, the less exciting it is. But if I do get it, and then I can get some thing that really benefits from +1/+1, nah, you know what? Let's unlock it. I don't want to lock this. But let's get this guy. 4/7. I mean, that's just big honking stuff. And then what I could do is, if I get a lot of faith, I can put really exciting additional traits on him. 4/10. Holy jeeper creepers. Well, they don't have any special things. They will one-shot this. No, they won't. This will take 2 hits because it'll get +1 attack. 4 additional traits. Do I want to put him here so he gets an extra attack? Then he can kill one of these in 2 hits by himself. I don't know if that's right or not, but we're going to try it. This guy's just going to be growing every combat round. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well, I think. Okay, oh, we're totally fine. We're totally... In fact, I wish this guy would survive another round to hit this an extra time for me to get 2 more faith from it. Okay, so I'm looking for invocations for my Dragoon, try to build some kind of synergy. What do we got here? Double the health of the follower behind this. It's actually kind of interesting. Unfortunately, I would need to kick somebody out to do it. And I could kick out, like, this guy, maybe. In combat, the next follower will attack in place of this follower. What? There's clearly something. Okay, maybe if you, like... Okay, I get it. Okay, so what if I put the dancer here, right? When it's the dancer's turn, this thing attacks, and then it's his turn again, and he attacks again. So he gets the benefit from attacking twice. At the start of combat, give adjacent followers +1/+1 until end of combat. So that would be something I can put on my Dragoon, but, of course, it's kind of, you know, it's not that great. At the end of the day, by the time you're in the end game, everybody getting +1/+1 once the beginning of combat's not that exciting. Gain the ability to reroll during recruit events, so you can reroll what's in the shop. That takes up a follower spot. It's a little weird. I could hang... You know what? I'm just gonna skip. We're gonna skip this time. We're gonna get more faith, and then I hope that I can get something really exciting, a really good invocation on this Dragoon. All right, no things. 0, 4, 8. Wow, that's a lot of health, but then a bunch of goats. I should be able to do this. I'm not gonna count it. We're just gonna click start combat and see what happens. Okay, a little bit of overkill there, unfortunately. I got my faith. This guy looks like he's gonna give me... Yep, perfect. I got a bunch of extra faith from him. And then my bees are tanking for me, though it doesn't actually even matter. But yeah, okay, we had room to spare on that one. And we're at 18 out of 20 faith. Perfect. I'm not overdoing it with the faith generation. Oh, we're about to have a fight here, a hunt. Okay, we got some expensive stuff. What are you? After surviving combat, gain +1/+1 permanent. I think that's gonna be the one. At the start of combat, consume all faith to gain equal amount of attack damage until end of combat. Well, for this you do want more faith generation. You want to be having a run, I think, where you are generating too much faith, and you can like basically drop to 0 at the beginning of each combat. We're gonna get this. We're gonna put it on the Dragoon. He does have to survive to get the +1/+1, but it's permanent, and I hope I can pull it off. All right, let's see what we got here. Hunt event, challenge blah in the next encounter. There is some randomness. Well, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'm not gonna not do it. We're gonna find out what this is. Okay. Before the start of combat, copy the highest attack damage and health among followers. Well, is that my followers or your followers? It must be mine, right? Otherwise, it would just be stupid, right? So basically, I'm fighting a bunch of 4/7s. But I should be okay because, like, I got, you know, +1/+1, and this guy gets extra attack damage. So theoretically, I should win. Oh, but they're all 4/7, right? And mine are not all 4/7. I might actually die here, unfortunately. Well, what can you do? What can you do? Oh, you know, I got some tanking from my summons. That's good, right? My summons are going to help. Plus, that guy never got to attack. It's going to be a little... Oh, that was a bunch of overkill. Oof, and that guy didn't die. Oh, no. My Dragoon just died. Oh, well, it's over. I lost. Yeah. I didn't quite have enough juice to overcome the fact that they got 4/7s. Now, I did get 3 faith for killing those guys, which is good. Maybe if I put this guy near the back, I could have done something. Followers adjacent to everybody. Give another follower +1 health permanently. After taking damage, deal 2 random damage. Interesting. Summon another identical hound. So if you buff this guy's stats, you get double the value from it, which is interesting. I am at my capacity. I could get rid of this guy. I never put any aspects on him. I could get rid of this guy. I'm not actually getting any adjacency stuff except for this one very minor thing. I don't think this is a big enough deal to warrant a spot. I could try to, you know, like buff this guy later. Let's, see, this is tricky because I want this guy to survive to get +1/+1 permanently, but if he's taking damage, he's less likely to survive. So it's kind of a... It's a bit of a non-bow there. You know, I'm going to skip. We're going to skip everything here. Hopefully get some good faith, get up to 20, and buy like an expensive aspect for my Dragoon. Right now, the aspect he has, I haven't been able to use it yet. All right, no abilities. There's a big 5/9 and 3/4s. Well, 3/4s, they're not 4/7s. I think I should be able to do this. Okay, just a little bit of, oh no, that actually worked out perfectly there. Okay, that guy got me 4 faith, which is great. This is massive overkill, unfortunately, but that one works out nicely. The bees tank it. My big guys get to attack an extra time. Okay, there. Now you survived. You get +1/+1 permanently. Great. And we get up to 17 faith, which is lovely. All right, hope we get a really exciting recruitment here. Okay, what do we got? If all followers unique, this follower will deal... Yes, definitely that. Okay. After each attack, gain +1/+1 till end of combat. At the start of combat, gain +2 faith for each support. I still don't have any supports. At the start of combat... Oh, this is a guy. Deal 1 damage to adjacent followers to gain 2 faith for each. Oh, that's interesting. Because you hurt yourself, but you get 4 faith. That's kind of a lot. That could be like my faith generator instead of this guy. Actually, because this guy's adjacent to everything, I can get 6 faith at the start of each combat. Oh, it's really interesting. Okay. This isn't time sensitive. I can get that later. But getting faith is time sensitive. I'm gonna make a big move here. So instead of using this, how important is this guy who's popping off for like 1, 2, 3 at the back? How important is that? I mean, I guess it's kind of important because this is my only real big damage dealer. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. We'll, instead of getting 2 faith, we're gonna get 6. And I think I'll just make that replacement. What is your thing? Summon a 1, oh, so I lose the tentacle. That is unfortunate, but okay, we're gonna try it. If I'd won the hunt, I would have had an extra follower capacity and then I could have done it. Okay, so you're hitting adjacent followers. So what I wanna do is like this. This is how I wanna do it. It's gonna give me 6 faith. These guys are pretty big, but they don't hit that hard. And I'm gonna feel really dumb if the lack of triple damage on this guy is what makes me lose. Okay, still got my bees. Oh, we're at 16 faith. How do we get up to so much faith? Didn't I buy a guy for 10 faith? Well, I guess I get 6 faith at the start of combat. I need this guy to survive. Oh my god, he's gonna survive with 1 health. Oh boy, that was crazy. Okay, so I got the +1/+1 permanently and we wasted some faith. Oh no, well, I hope I get something that costs 20 faith or it's really exciting otherwise. How many things do you have? You only have 1 of your 4 additional traits. Okay, next recruited person gets +1 attack damage or +2 health. Okay, let's just go for the bigger number. Let's just go for the bigger one, we'll see. We've got another hunt coming up. I did fail the last one. All right. At once each combat, after all non-support followers have died, revive them with 1 health. Well, you're missing a spot. You're like missing damage from your follower, but then everybody gets to come back with 1 health. But then that means that I would get more bees, right? And that's the start of combat. Maybe that would help him survive. I'm gonna try it. As the last non-support follower alive, this follower will only take 1 damage from me. That's a very interesting one as well. Actually, this plus this is an interesting combo because... no, because then it'll come back with 1 health. But I mean, that would give you a lot of time. I mean, that would give you a ton of time. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna buy this prismatic aspect. Let's not dick around. Let's make it so that if all followers are unique, this guy deals triple damage. So he's dealing 18 damage. And he's getting +1/+1 after every combat if he survives. So he could potentially, like, that becomes triple. So he's dealing 18 this time, and if he gets +1/+1, it'll be 21 next time. He needs to go to the back, right? This guy needs to go to the back. He needs to survive for as long as possible. Basic guys, I'm one-shotting them with this guy in the back, though. So as long as my bees kind of hold the fort, I'm fine. You know, that was close. Wait, hold on. Why is he now dealing triple damage? Oh my god. He was not dealing triple damage. What am I missing here, gang? Okay. That's why I was like, why is that so close? Did I put the wrong thing on the wrong person or something? Oh my god, it's all followers. Oh no, that includes the people on the other side. Oh god, I'm stupid. When those followers are replaced by another, permanently transfer all stats to them. Okay, so it's like a thing where you buy it and then you buy someone else and they have a +2/+4. Whenever someone dies, get +1/+1, 2 until end of combat. That seems good. And then there's this thing. Revival. Maybe I'll just wait. If I can win this hunt, right? I just want to win this freaking hunt, and then I'll buy that thing and use my extra following space. Although that's dumb, because this guy's replacing something when he goes in. I don't think I need this guy. This guy's not good enough. I'm getting 2 extra faith at the start of combat for him. I don't think that's really worth it. Whenever a follower dies. Yeah, and I got those bees that are coming. That seems good. Okay, so we're going to replace... Hold on. What about this guy? This guy... He's getting one shot. I mean, he's not going to stick around that long. Fine, I'm going to replace him. So... Oh, we're about to have our hunt here, aren't we? The depth. Okay, this is just a bunch of 4/8. Well, hopefully I can do that now. But they're all the same, so this guy's not dealing triple damage. Ah, butts on a cracker. Okay, well... What can you do? Okay, the bees are giving this guy some stats, which is good. Yeah, that thing about triple damage is not that great because a lot of the time, the enemy has a bunch of followers that are all the same. I was not the wow factor I was hoping for. Okay, it's hunting time. Oh, wait, we got one more thing. So I can get this again. I'm not going to do that yet. Trigger a random follower's death effect at the start of combat. Well, we get 2 bees, which is good because that feeds into this guy. Any other death effects? No, actually. So, yeah, we could get this, and we get an extra couple of bees at the beginning of combat. Faith will always equal 14. What the hell? I don't know what that means. Whenever faith is gained by another follower, deal 3 random damage for each faith gained. Holy crap-a-noli! Well, that seems good. Yeah. Oh, wait, what is this? Summon a 1/1 copy of this follower. Okay, so I can get a 1/1 copy of this. But it doesn't really do much. Unfortunately, his traits aren't that great. I could summon a 1/1 copy of someone else, and then when a follower dies, it gets buffed more? I don't know. Okay, I like this, though. Whenever faith is gained, deal 3 random damage for each faith gained. What are you? Okay, I want you... Oh, shoot. I'm running out of people to get rid of. You know, I think it's this. This just doesn't matter that much anymore. +1/+1 to a few people. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do that. Oh, this is a support. This is actually not a player. Oh, God. All right, we gotta set this all up right. Deal 1 damage to adjacent followers and gain 2 faith. So he hits boom, boom, boom. I get 6 faith, which then... will be 18 random damage. Am I understanding this correctly? Just 18 random damage just chucked onto the enemy team? Is that what's happening? I sure hope so. Okay, let's put the support on the back. I don't actually know. Challenge the free company. Fine. I don't know what that means. I don't know who these hunts are yet. What is the free company? This palisade will take only 1 damage from each attack. Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. So it's on the left, so I have to attack it. Everything I hit deals only 1 damage to it, and these bitches are just gonna hit me real hard. Well, I have to actually hope that this will kill some of these supports. If it does, I actually have a chance to win this. But otherwise, I think I'm the favorite to lose. Okay, I killed 2 of them, and I did some damage to the main thing. Oh, the bees are really, really good because they hit for 1 and they tank some hits. Oh my God, I'm gonna do it. And now that the palisade's dead, I win. Oh my God, I won. Yes. Yes, and we got a lot of faith too. Okay, well, we're gonna get +1 follower capacity. 14 faith. Might want to save it. Might want to save it. Let's see what we got here. We have gain the ability to reroll. After each attack, gain +1/+1 until into combat. After each attack, give adjacent followers 1 health until into combat. Adjacent follower start of combat effects trigger twice. Oh my god! Okay, because what I think that means is that this asshole will hit boom, boom, boom twice, getting me 12 faith and 36 random damage. I think we just have to do it. I don't know if it's right or not. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're just doing it, and we're gonna see what happens. So that should max me out at faith too. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna max out the faith. You know, I was hoping for a little bit more of an oomph there. I gotta be honest. I'm a little nervous I'm gonna die now. You survive with 1 HP, which is a huge deal because that meant you did 6 damage. Yeah, that was really close. If that had not had that 1 HP, I would have been screwed. Shoot. Well, now that thing I'm locking, maybe I shouldn't be locking it because who am I going to replace with it? The thing where you revive them. When I have 2 supports and I get a 3rd support. Yeah, I don't think this works anymore. I should have not locked it. Follower stack damage also equals its health. If all followers unique, deal triple damage. I already have that. It never pretty much activates. At the start of combat, summon a 1/1 copy of it. Just give a guy 2 health. You know, I'm going to lock this just in case I have a bad thing and I don't have anything good to do, but we need to start putting some stuff on this guy. It's kind of sucky because he has 4 additional traits, and 3 of them are all kind of blah. There's gain +1/+1, all followers unique to triple damage, and then it gets a 1/1 copy of itself, but it's not super impressive. I just hope that my obelisk here and my raven do some good work. Here we go. Didn't seem as great as I was hoping. Wait, why did I get 2 of them? Oh, because start of combat effects trigger twice. Oh, I should really try to get more start of combat effects, huh? Oh, is this a random one? Oh no, hold on. I forgot. Is this just a random start of combat triggers twice? Because if it's just a random one, then I might not be getting the double faith thing. Okay, wasted, I think, just 2 faith. Let me see here. Oh, I can't read it until we're out of it. Is it all or a random one? Adjacent followers. Oh my god, I'm not even adjacent! I needed to put... Okay, so we need to make sure that this is adjacent to that thing. But that would also mean that it's, that's actually, I didn't think about that. Right, so this doesn't do anything because, yeah, oh no, it still hits this guy. No, that actually, okay, it's fine. It deals 2 to these guys. It's like a little better, but not that great. Okay, but then I also need to pull everything a little further back so it's also adjacent to that guy, so he summons, well, I'm really rearranging everything here. Kind of like this. This is really weird, but I think that's maybe what I do. Randomly transform a chosen follower's intrinsic combat trait. Oh, interesting. Into something random? I don't think I want that. The follower can attack an additional time. Well, I don't know what the other stuff is, but it's definitely happening. So my final trait on my Dragoon will be this. I do wish that I had gotten something that like triggers on attacking, and maybe I will. Maybe if the game lets me replace individual traits, I can try to like replace, you know, this dumb thing that does nothing because everyone always does a bunch of the same freaking thing with like a when it attacks do a cool thing. Okay, well, let's try it. Here we go. Okay, these guys are summoning at the back, which is not helpful because it means they don't get to tank. I finished off that thing, that's kind of neat. Oh, they do attack twice, to be fair, so that's like 2 damage for each of them. It's pretty good. Actually, that went well. Well, this guy attacking twice is a big freaking deal. Because the attacking twice, unlike the tripling damage, actually does dramatically up his damage output. Okay, what do we got here? When recruited, gain a random combat trait. Just a nothing burger. Repeat each dead follower's death effect. Oh, for frick's sake. Okay. So there's upon death getting the bees. And I think that's it. I don't think this guy has any dead thing. Yeah, it's not that great. Sever all followers in this recruit event. They will no longer appear in future events. That's kind of nifty. You know, I'm just gonna buy this for my Dragoon. I want that guy to stick around. And that's a way to spend some faith, and then I can save up to 20 and maybe get like a really exciting trait and see if I'll be able to override this one of the traits on here that I don't like very much. 310, 310, 520, 520, 514, 310. Okay, well, let's just see what happens. Okay, that was 18 random damage. We got a couple of 1/1s that attack twice. You attacked twice. You attacked twice. Didn't quite kill that thing off, tragically. There's my bees. They still pump this guy up. Even though he's kind of near the front, the bees pump him up pretty good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're good. That was great. Okay, I wasted less faith than I was expecting. Which is fine. So we're about to have another hunt. All right. What do we got here? If all followers, if we're not falling for that again, at the start of combat, summon a 1/1 copy. We already got that. Well, crud muffins. After taking damage, give another random follower +1/+1 till end of combat as the last non-support alive. It only takes 1 damage from each attack. It's... I don't know. Who would I replace? Right? I mean, I could replace this. It's not maybe actually doing that much if you think about it. It's just basically making this happen in extra time. But it has to be adjacent. So imagine if this thing was just adjacent to 2 enemies and my adjacent to everybody guy, right? It would just do 1 damage to each of them. They get 2 faith, so I get a total of 6 faith. As it is, it deals 1 damage to each of these twice. That's 8 faith, so this is really just giving me only 2 extra faith, basically. And 6 extra damage from this Raven. That's really all it is. So what I would really have needed is some way to get faith during battle. That's what I would have liked, is a way to get faith during battle. Then this thing could keep popping off. But this I don't think is actually worth it. So maybe I do want the Paladin. I put him last. And then it's like my last resort kind of a thing. But if I lose, what is the likelihood that actually works? After taking damage, give another random. It's just too minor. Can I put this on this guy and have 2 instances of it so that I get 4 1/1 copies of it? Like, that would be kind of interesting. Oh, I don't want to skip. Skipping feels wrong because I completely just don't have any, I just completely get no way to spend my faith. I can get another Reclaimer and then get extra value from the bees. Okay, we'll try this Paladin. I might be wrong about it. Wait, what are you again? Well, after taking damage, give another random follower +1/+1. Okay, yeah. We're going to try the Paladin. I don't know. We're going to replace this Obelisk. I don't think this Obelisk is very good. We're going to put the Paladin at the end. And we're going to see what happens. Oh, I need to move this. This should now be here. Oh, we're up against the dragon. Okay, so the way it works is the dragon's the final boss. He has a lot of HP. He's very strong. And the way it works is that the damage that you deal to him carries over. So whatever core health you have, it's essentially how many like attempts you have to kill the dragon. These are just eggs that hit you, and all attacks go to the dragon. So the eggs are just doing damage while you work the dragon down. Oh, including my random damage could not target the eggs. It had to target the dragon. Interesting. Okie dokie. Alright, the bees tanked some hits, which is nice. Okay. Yeah, this Paladin's not that great, I think, because if it's him against the dragon, you know, it's not that fantastic. Because all this other stuff's also going to be hitting him, and sure, it only hits him for 1. Well, it's not great. I did a little less than half of the dragon's health, so clearly this build is not actually that good. But we have another recruitment. Summon a 1/2 tentacle. Whenever faith is gained by another follower, gain a faith. Oh my god, I think that's what we gotta do. I think. Deal 5 random damage. Yeah, I think we gotta do this, because what that'll do is it'll just do a lot more damage with the Raven, and I think that's gonna matter more than this guy just hitting for 3 a couple extra times. I think the Paladin's just a big mistake. We're gonna do this. I'll have the Emissary take the damage so that my Reclaimer can get built up longer. Little change, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, the extra Raven damage was nice. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna kill him this time, but I think I am gonna kill him the time after. Obviously, if you're playing with like New Game Plus type of stuff, it would be a lot more possible to like, it would be less possible for me to just like whittle the dragon down with all those extra core health that I have. So as it is, it's just sort of, you know, a mediocre player kind of stumbling to the end on the basic level without any benefits. Okay, so now I could get the obelisk again, and then I could do this twice, but probably not. When the next follower is recruited, this trait will transform into their combat trait. Oh, I see. So I can put this on my Dragoon and then turn it into something that like this, so that then it turns into that. That could be pretty good. Enhance their combat trait with +1 to all values. Give another random follower +1. You know, it's fine. It doesn't matter. We're gonna kill the dragon here. So not the most impressive run, but maybe if I'd gotten more ways of generating faith in combat, I would have done a better job. Or if I had gotten better traits for this dragoon. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. Check out Holder of Place on Steam if you want to play the demo for yourself. I don't think I'm going to do any other videos on this, because auto battlers aren't quite my thing, but it is worth noting that this does have extra things in the demo. So there's the endless mode where you get to like keep on going, and also when you start a run, there is basically a like a New Game Plus system, the Reliquary. So you start with a relic that affects the game, and then the higher the corruption level, like the harder it is. So you can do that kind of thing if you're interested. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon.